Good evening, Facebook Live, and welcome to today's Food for Thought. My name is Jody Wunting, and you join me on the train live going from London back up to the Midlands. So right now, let's talk about weight loss help. Were you waiting for lockdown ending before you started to lose weight? Were you waiting for Easter? Were you waiting for, Easter eggs to come and go? It's come, it's gone. Lockdown is basically over. People are out drinking, shopping, eating. Are you still finding it difficult to lose weight? I have the answer right here, guys. I know it's hard, it's really hard. I particularly found it quite easy in lockdown, just not having the temptation of restaurants and takeaways which weren't immediately in front of you. Also, the fact that you weren't going out shopping as much as well, I found really helped with weight loss. But I know a lot of people didn't, and they just want normality to be back. So if you're in this stage now where you're waiting for this moment to happen, and your weight loss is still not kicking in, now I've got a number one tip for you guys, and it's this. If there's one thing you can do to start improving your health and start to get some sort of weight going, water, guys. If it's the one thing that you can change that I promise will help with your weight loss, is improving your water intake. Now, the reason water is so important is if you think about all your bodily functions, your internal, what's going on inside, it all needs one thing, and that's liquids. So if you can have more water, you will sleep better. You'll also start to make better food choices, because one of the biggest things with hunger is the fact that a lot of the time you're actually thirsty and you're not hungry. So if you're automatically having more water anyway, the hunger pains, shall we use that word, hunger pains, or the feelings of hunger should almost disappear. And just drinking regularly as well, you should start to sleep better, you should start to feel better in yourself, you should start to want to exercise more as well. So as I said, this week, if you don't change anything, you can't change your eating habits, if you can't change your portion sizes, if you can't change your food quality, then just do one thing for me this week, and that is to increase your water intake. So again, just to say that, increase your water intake is also quite tricky, because a lot of people don't like this. A lot of people, I'm lucky because I love water and I love sparkling water. Let's have a guzzle right here, right now. If you've got some water, have a guzzle. Come on, guys, let's do it together. Now, I find it so refreshing. And particularly today, because I've been out and about, I haven't had that much water as well. So on purposely, before getting on the train, I bought this 2 litres, and I will be drinking this before the train arrives back in Lichfield. Now, Tina's saying I struggle with this, who knows why. It's purely because unless you get into a habit of it, Tina, it's just a bit boring, isn't it? I always find when I have a lot of rich foods like I have today, that I am actually drawn to it. When I've had that big portion of sushi today, and it's actually drawn me to it, because I almost feel like that rice is drying up my insides. But it is true, when you do have a lot of rich foods, you do feel like you need to almost have a little washout with some extra water. However, if you're not into the habit of drinking water, then maybe you don't feel like that. And at the end of the day, hot chocolate, coffee, latte, it tastes good. It's nice to have those drinks. But again, just upping your water a little bit is what it's all about. So if you're currently having none, just increasing it to 1 glass a day will really help. I've left my tripod in London, so I'm currently balancing you right now on my power bank. Tina, and I try not to be boring. Yes, you're never boring, Tina, are you? So my top tips, okay guys, for water is, first of all, don't drink it too cold, because what happens when you drink water too cold, your body doesn't like it and it tries to heat it up. You can't heat it up quick enough, you want to wee quite often as well. And we all know once you start going to the toilet every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, you stop drinking too much, because nobody wants to be running backwards and forwards. So that's the first tip. Try to have it room temperature where possible. If you don't like room temperature, have it cold. If you like it hot, have it hot. So whatever does for you, but just getting that water down is crucial. Second of all is try to sip it. So again, don't try to down a pint all in one go, unless it's first thing in the morning when your body can be dehydrated, and it should absorb all that water. I always have a litre water bottle by my bed at night, because often I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I literally down half that litre in the middle of the night, and it just helps me go back to sleep. And again, my body is absorbing it. My other tips for water as well is to just try and have it with you wherever you go. So especially when you're going on a walk, when you're going on a bike, try and take the water with you, because again, that's the time when your body needs it and you actually feel like you need to have a drink. The other tips as well is to always have water with a meal, and again, this is the time when maybe your digestive system will appreciate some water. But also, I think when you are eating, especially proteins and salty foods, your body does cry out for water, so that's a great way to have it there and ready to go. If you really hate water, then the other tip I find is to have a glass of water before your meal, and you know that you can't start eating, or you can't have a latte, for instance, until you've drank that water. And the temptation of that food, or the temptation of that latte, should help you knock back that glass of water and down it. So those are my tips for increasing your water. And I promise you this, guys, if you only change one thing this week, and that is to drink extra water, and you still eat the same foods and you still eat the same portion sizes, you will definitely lose weight, I guarantee it. My hand on my heart, just increasing your water intake will really, really help improve your health, and most importantly, help you lose 1 or 2 pounds by this time next week. If you would like some eating advice, my weekly newsletter, which I send out on a Sunday morning, this week I included for the first time a UK seasonal eating plan. So I'm going to be putting in every single newsletter now, every Sunday morning, and it's just a meal plan, 7 days, how you can have the best UK seasonal foods, which are not only cheap, but it's nutritional, and also set out in a way that you can enjoy it, including a treat day, so a structured treat day. Up until now, I've always given you guys the flexibility to choose your treats and stuff. Now I'm officially giving you a day off. I suggest it to be Saturday, but whatever day is good for you. But again, that is built into the meal plan. So if you would like to have a look at that on my weekly email out, then simply go to jodybunting.com and subscribe to my mailing list. If you're not already subscribed already, if you're already subscribed, check the email that I sent out at 7:30 this morning, and you will see this week's meal plan for the week. Right, that's it from me for now. As you can see, I am heading up from London back to Derby. And before you go, I will, as I said, I haven't got my tripod, but I just wanted to show you this lovely sunrise here. Where are we? We're somewhere between Watford and Milton Keynes. And for those of you wondering again, why is he not wearing his mask? He's on public transport. It's because I am again on a coach, all alone, guys. I just love this travelling on a Sunday night up from London. I am alone. I've got this whole coach to myself. I could sing for you, I could dance for you on the tables, I could do a full workout. But I'm not going to, because I've got some water to drink. So cheers, guys, enjoy drinking your water, and I'll be back tomorrow live at 8 a.m. for the Monday March. See you then. Goodbye from somewhere.